Hey guys, this is TheCouch here. Basically just asking the question: is Titanfall fun? Is it worth all the? Is it all the hype? What we expected to believe? Is it worth the $60 price tag right now? Is it better than Call of Duty? Is it better than Battlefield? Is it better? The best first-person shooter out there? Best game ever? Best game of all time? Best insert blank here. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and get started in saying the answer is no. It is not the best game of all time. It's not even close to being perfect. I will say that there are flaws to every game, and there's huge flaws to this game. But I mean, it's very early on in its release, and it could get patched and some updates. Some things could get fixed, but I don't think that this game is honestly the best game of all time. I don't think there's any chance it could ever be the best game of all time. I will say it's innovative. It should change the way that first-person shooter goes as a genre. It should be a revolutionary game, but as far as the best game of all time, no, I will not. I'd put it in my top 10, but not number 1. So, you're gonna see two steps of gameplay here. One, me is just playing around in the classic playlist. This is the first video here. And then the second video you're gonna see is me playing through the campaign, the story, and you're gonna notice there are both playlists already have very different, very different skill levels. In classic, it's like where all the pros go. It's you will get your butt kicked if you're brand new to this game. You will get destroyed. I mean, I'm using this gun here, and I'm very decent with this gun. I'm very comfortable with it, and I just can't shoot anybody on this map, on this playlist. I'm playing attrition on here, and I mean, if you see the stats afterwards, it's not very good. I got like 2 and 10, 2 pilot kills and 10 deaths. I don't know how many grunt kills I got that game. And you'll notice that I can't even shoot anybody, so I have to resort to these satchel charges, just chucking them and exploding them in midair. A very cheaty method. But I mean, it's really all I can do against these guys to even do some kind of damage to them. I mean, you can see that there. I just try to drill that guy and nothing happens, and then absolutely nothing. So I'm going to start with the negatives of Titanfall, and then I'll go over to the positives. The first thing about Titanfall that I really don't like is that there's already a skill curve. Like, this should be a brand new shooter. Nobody should know how to play this game already. I mean, we're only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days into this game, and there's already pros out there. That's I mean, I get it. Some people can have really good reflexes and be really good at shooters. I'm decent at shooters. I mean, just at video games in general. But this is kind of ridiculous. There should not be any pros already 4 days into the game. And that brings the question to me. I mean, should open betas really exist for games? I mean, I know the benefit of them. They help developers test out the bugs, weed out the bugs, help them understand the feel for the game, the voice of the players, and all that. I get that. But they keep everyone on a fair playing level, so when the people play the beta for a very long time, when the game first starts, they're already comfortable, because they'll probably just give them the starter weapons and all that. And actually the first map in the campaign is the same map, one of the very same maps in the beta. And so there's not a very equal playing field. The people know the map already, they're comfortable with the guns, so they'll kill people faster, which will allow them to rank up faster. And I don't think that's, I mean, I think it should just be a private play test with very selected individuals, not a whole open beta. But I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I understand both sides of the argument, but I don't think open betas should exist to games. Because, I mean, the only thing they do is just weed out bugs in the very beginning. They don't stress test the servers. They don't find out which tactics and which guns are broken. It doesn't do any of that. It just gets rid of, like, minor bugs or just relative bugs. Like, you can get stuck in the map somewhere, stuff like that. So the second complaint about Titanfall and every multiplayer first-person shooter is lag compensation. And I mean, it's not going to be too noticeable in this game because this game is hectic. And if you see any kind of lag whatsoever, you won't even know because there's so much going around you at once. That's kind of a good thing for it. You don't know where this lag is coming from. But as you've seen in this first video, it is pretty bad. I mean, I'm jump kicking people. My accuracy is just everywhere. Like I said, with the gun, I'm very familiar with the recoil and all that already. And it just doesn't go anywhere. And I mean, sometimes if you're parkouring and you get this massive lag spike, it kind of breaks the flow of the game to me. But then again, I don't really know that much. So you're gonna see me calling this Titan here, just trying to do something, trying to get something going. I mean, the game's already over, and just trying to get to the dropship after the end. But I mean, nothing really worked against these guys. It was horrible. It was brutal. I mean, I'll admit when I lost, and this was a pretty bad loss. I mean, then again, I am trying to go against 3 Titans here, but I'm trying to eject out of here, and the lag just screws me over in that. But anywho, so we're gonna go ahead and transition over to the other set of gameplay here, and we're gonna talk about the benefits of Titanfall. We're talking about the good things of Titanfall, because Titanfall does a lot of good things right off the bat. Like, these are my first impressions that stuck with me throughout the whole entire time. And the big thing is, strategy is back. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy I am about that. To be able to go out, read your team, read your opponent's team, and read your team, and use those to do well, that's what a first-person shooter needs to be about. Especially in the multiplayer aspect. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, a few decisions you have to make in the game is when you call in your Titan, you should call it in right away. You shouldn't hold on to it. A mistake that I made very early on. But if you just call in your Titan and let it go, it'll autopilot itself and do some damage. So you have to ask yourself: do you want to auto Titan, or do you want to get into Titan and clear stuff out yourself, or do you want to auto Titan and have them either walk around or guard and defend an objective? It's up to you on that. And also, too, I mean, you can go out there, adapt to your opponents. If they're using long-range weapons, just what I usually do is just, go and rush them with a shotgun or something here. And everything has a weakness. Nothing is just the super amazing gun that ends all things. But, I'll get to my point later. Sometimes the level of the you unlock more stuff as you level up, and sometimes the stuff you need is at a higher level to beat other stuff. And I mean, while that's a little broken, it's easy to level up in this game and easy to overcome that. Second thing, I mean, I'm playing on the PC here, and the community is mostly mature players. I mean, you don't have any kids whatsoever. You don't have any trash talkers. You don't have any not nice people to keep it PG rated. And I mean, and that just leads to fun, fair games that are, I mean, that can be competitive. You can have a good game and just, enjoy it. And that's the big thing, though. This game is not competitive whatsoever. I mean, I know I said earlier there are pros of this, and that's just a relative term. But it is not a competitive game. I do not feel compelled to win. I do not feel compelled to lose at this game. I can just go in, have fun, shoot some people, parkour, run around, and not get yelled at for it. And that's partly due to the community, but that's also just due to my feelings when I play this game. When I play some other games, I feel like I have to win. I feel like I have to do the best that I can, or else I'm screwed. But this game here, it's just relax. I mean, I want to say it's almost relaxing, even though it's so hectic and everything. And the term I would describe this kind of game is casually hardcore. You can run around with a shotgun, bounce from wall to wall to wall, one hit people like nobody's business. One hit even just NPCs like nobody's business, and just feel like a king without even trying. and without affecting any other player's stats or nothing. It's kind of, I mean, I don't want to compare this, but there's another game mode in the shooter where you play against a bunch of bots, and it's kind of like the same thing. Like, there's no real incentive to winning. There's no bonus or anything. I mean, you don't feel like you're playing better than anyone else, and it really doesn't matter if you're playing any better than anyone else. But I mean, other than that, it's just, you know, casually hardcore. So overall, my final impression of this game, I think it's a pretty good game. It should redefine the shooter genre. It's enjoyable. I'll probably have quite a few hours logged into this game. You'll probably have hundreds more than I ever will. But I recommend just, you know, playing this game casually hardcore. Just seeing what you can and can't do in this game. Experiment. Have fun with it. Do whatever you can and enjoy it out. So the rest of this game here, I mean, I'm just gonna we're gonna lose pretty hard, but I still enjoyed the rest of this game. I mean, but that's just me. This part here, I go on a pretty massive tear with the shotgun. I level up there. Oh, well, now I'm just commentating on my own gameplay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it short here. This is TheCouch, getting out of here, and as always, have a seat.